Hi everyone! Now that I've started the recording for YouTube's sake, hi! We're back. Yeah, it's been a tiny minute because I couldn't stream on Friday. I don't even remember what it was that I couldn't stream on Friday. I think I just woke up and felt like crap.
I think that was it, yeah.
Like, I just can't, I don't. Also, thank you for the new follow. Why did that alert turn so tiny? That's not
small.
I like that we were just talking about how good the alert box is, and I immediately went, why is that one so small?
Listen, sometimes the words, you know?
That's, I mean, fair. But thank you for the follow.
I don't even know what I just said.
Things go sideways sometimes. It just does.
You know what? That's actually...
Right. See? Oh. Okay, that one is a noise that I'm going to turn off for now. I thought I had to set what channel point redemption that was. I mean, it's going to be good for me to have later, but... Gatings nerds. Hi, Lirio. Hi, Holly. Hi, Anomaly.
That was, exceptional.
Mm-hmm. Gatings is an excellent one. I appreciate it. Holly. Holly just, like, because Lirio redeemed an affirmation for Holly, to which Holly immediately said, "Are we at war, Lirio?"
It does appear to be a war.
Oh my god. It can be a love war, that's true. Like Troy. Anomaly, you did not just say Troy Story.
I mean, that is technically what the name is.
I know, and I hate it.
And that's fair, but you're wrong.
Lirio, I almost had such an impulse response. And I'm just gonna leave it there. Holly of Troy.
I mean, what's the impulse response, Cosmo? What were you trying to impulse response to in particular? Which message? Point to it.
The who's gonna be my Helen then? That's the one.
Oh, what particular response?
I've been known to be a Helen every now and again.
Oh, really?
There have most definitely been people who have and would start fights over me.
Go on.
That's it. That's the story. There's no actual story there. Don't let everyone. Funny enough, for a good while, one of my best friends was devoted to Aphrodite, among others, but mainly Aphrodite. So it was always an interesting time, being around them and like having just random things come up. And pretty much every time, like, he'd just look at me and be like, and talking about, it's CJ.
Hi, I'm CJ. What's up?
Oh my god. I love and hate you all.
Yeah.
Affirmation for Holly, but also I got distracted in the middle of, thank you for the follow earlier, and I have a button for that. I need to remember to actually use my buttons because I have them for a reason.
Can I steal the spotlight for a second?
Yes.
After, I don't know, probably 2 hours of work at this point, I got the quotes to import.
Yes!
All 531 of them.
This is why I'm never leaving Nightbot. I can't.
No, Leaving Nightbot and going to other bots is fine because Nightbot uses the formatting that everybody else on the fucking internet uses for exporting a data set like that. I had to manually go through and do macros and all kinds of programming bullshit that I didn't want to have to remember, but I made it happen. It's all here. Giving up on StreamerBot begin now.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that I never actually got onto StreamerBot. Like, I had it downloaded, but I never actually did anything. Yeah.
I fucked up. I'll admit it.
But now we have Mix It Up Bot, which I still need to set up. It's going to take me a minute.
You know what the goofiest part is this is me coming full circle. This is the first bot I used, and now I'm back here.
Yep.
And it's really making me go, I'm starting to think maybe I should just use the same things forever and never try and improve, because I just keep ending up back in the same spots.
Do you mean like an autistic person?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Who finds a thing they like and understand and works well and sticks with it, and then people get upset?
That you stuck with the thing,
uh-huh,
and then you move to the new thing because people are like, you should use this thing, and then you use the new thing and it sucks.
And then they have to be the ones to be like, oh, actually it sucks and I need to change to something else. And you're like, have you heard the good word of the thing I was using before?
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, wow, I love this thing. This is great. Why didn't anyone tell me about this?
Hold on. I just want to confirm. Just so I have the timeline right for this joke. It is 2017 again. And I am using Mix It Up. I had to confirm when Beam became Mixer. It was 2017.
Amazing.
By the way, I want to die right now. Just realizing I've been a part of streaming stuff since 2017. Mm-hmm. It's 2024. It is January of 2024.
Sure is.
Please excuse me. I'm going to turn into dust now.
Yup. But also, oh, Vallejo, I'm glad Emma gets to watch this stream. I know you can't hear this, but there's captions. You might be able to read it. Which I'm gonna change some of my settings for my captions, because while I understand why the color scheme is what it is, for readability and stuff, I do think I'm going to change it a little bit so that it's easier, because the orange on the black is not as helpful.
You can change the colors.
Oh no, I know. I had it set like this for contrast reasons, because when I set this up, that was sort of the recommendation for it being the most readable without it being as painful as like having straight white on black. But,
interesting.
Yeah, but it's also
I've always
I think it was also designed for like recommended that way for yeah, so Anomaly, like, what the joke that I like to make is I'm not really a stand-up comedian, I'm more of a sit-down clown.
I'm using sit-down improv comedian.
You should.
And I'm not going to explain.
No, that's absolutely, you should not explain. You should just leave it at that. I will do those 2 affirmations in a moment. I am going to go grab my nail glue because one of my nails popped off. But, yeah. Alright, I'll be right back.
Well, looks like I'm in charge now. Look upon me and despair. So, y'all got any hobbies? Question mark. Any big hobby fans in the audience? People that have or engage in hobbies?
Is that not
Cosmo, help me.
what?
I'm floundering.
What? What were you trying to do?
I was just trying to talk to people and I fell
Oh.
apart. And I asked if anyone enjoyed doing hobbies.
Yeah, I
and
heard that part.
I don't know what's happening.
I was going to say, I feel like that's hopefully everyone in here.
I haven't taken my pills or eaten or...
CJ, go do things.
I know.
Go.
Cecil from Night Vale? Who dat?
We tried talking about the weather.
Do you like hobbies? I do sometimes sound like a creature that's not from here. Cecile?
You do. Cecil. Hello,
Which one did I say and which one am I supposed to say?
You said Cecil, and
Okay.
Cecil is what it is. And yes, go feed your mortal coil.
I'm working on it.
Hello, I am Rose. I am pagan. I found you through that tag. Also, I came here to ask you a woo-woo question, witchy question. Also, love the name Cosmo mostly because. Thank you. I picked it myself, sort of. Technically, my dad picked it, but not for me. It's a whole fun roundabout story. But yeah, I'm always down for witchy questions. By all means, go for it. I have a few hobbies: crocheting, knitting, sewing, and some clay work. Ooh. I need to get back into that. I made a good goblin. I love that. And you're in good company for fiber crafts and stuff. We have so many people in here, like even just right now, we have multiple people in here who do. What is your take on family curses? Oh. It's definitely a complicated thing. I think that it is a thing. I've seen a number of cases of this sort of thing. And it's a very, very, very strange thing. They can be dealt with, but it usually requires work that a lot of people don't want to do. And yeah, actually, Anomaly's question is a good one here. Being subjected to or applying them. Like, That's
an important distinction.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very important distinction. Subjected to. Yeah, so it sucks. Like there have been a lot of conversations.
No, you don't have to keep talking. Just it sucks and then mild laughter. I think we've summed up all we have to say on the topic from here.
I mean, that's true, but I was going to say like there's been
I'm
conversation.
just making fun of you.
That's fair. I mean, and that is
food.
like the whole of it. Yeah, go get food. Go food.
I am.
Good. Do more.
Punk ass.
Yeah. And but there's been conversation among my siblings and some of my friends about whether or not my family is actually cursed, because there's times we look at a lot of the things that happen to our family and go, this is such a statistical anomaly that there has to be something going on with that, because it's not even just that like we have a terrible family who are filled with terrible people, because we do, but that's also probably why we would have ended up with this. My favorite thing about that anomaly is the fact that you didn't realize that you did that with your name. Still the greatest. But so like there will be just the biggest like comedy of errors in so many things that like we're just like this just doesn't just happen. And it doesn't happen with the kind of consistency that it happens to our family. Like, we will just have everything go wrong for no reason. And, like my dad, I was explaining to a friend last night about the issues that my dad has been having with his RV. I think they're on the third one because of how ridiculous the issues have been in the last few months. It's the idea of I was adopted, and out of a whole bunch of kids, the only witch and the only queer, and a knack for contacting the not living. Oh yeah. Being adopted, think of a family so freaking blessed we get without us freaking knowing. But it's like the levy system for me. I've been trying to contact my blood ancestors, at least my paternal grandma, and I should check into my blood oven side. But I also have an aunt who is like, when she went, she got it. She was like, "Yep, I'm dead." Oh. I will say gentle ableism boop for the word stupid. But otherwise, yeah, it's a wild thing. Like, I've had a lot of people look at me and be like, I don't understand, like, how your life has happened the way that it has, because they just, every step along the way, what? Like, the kinds of things that happen to you, what? And they've all happened in one person's life in 30 years. This is not just and I wouldn't be surprised because, like, even just on the basis of my mother, I could see someone putting a family curse on us. I would be upset about it because, you know, the kids didn't do anything, but I wouldn't be surprised. All good. Yeah, it's about the concepts that it underlies and where the word comes from, because it is a word that used to be a classification for degrees of autism. So the correlations are a whole thing. So we just try and get rid of the word entirely. But yeah, regardless, I am having traits of my family, blood family, and it's the rage, the anger, out of nowhere. And mind you, I take the normal before the woo-woo. Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing, is like taking the normal first and then going in the witchy direction. Like, that makes perfect sense, because that's usually how I approach it too. Is I look for what the normal explanation is, and then if I can't find anything, then I start to look in the other directions of like, okay, but what? Logic and reason went out the window. Time for the tarot cards and Loki. Yup. Also, Ilias! Hi, Ilias! Hello! But yeah, it can definitely be a very difficult thing to navigate, because they're not super easy to untangle, at the very least until you know what it actually is. Because it's one of those things you have to kind of pull out from the root. And I can also see why that might be hard when you aren't in contact with like your blood family. Because some of figuring out where that comes from is also figuring out why someone might have wanted to do that. Yeah, I was a baby out of wedlock. I was an affair baby. Yeah. And so that definitely makes it harder. But that also could be a tie to it, which sucks. But it's one of those things where, like, I look at the things... Affair baby. It does though. But yeah, like, I find that having insight into the kind of behavior that would burn other people that came from your family helps with figuring out this kind of thing. So, like, for my family, while I wouldn't be able to point to which individual behavior it would be, I can guarantee you that someone would want to curse our family because of my mother. Like, there's just that it's one of those, like, narrowing it down would be hard because there are so many options. But, like, the kinds of things that go wrong in my family is, like, my dad had a brand new RV, and while they were driving, it just kind of broke down out of nowhere. Like, no, they could not, for the life of them, figure it out. They couldn't get it to start. They couldn't get it to do anything. It just stopped. They finally, eventually, after, like, having to almost abandon the thing in the middle of nowhere, they finally got into a shop and they had to completely dismantle the engine to find some very small piece in the engine that broke that made the entire thing unusable. Like, it just destroyed the whole thing. They had to completely rebuild a new engine. I traced my blood at least, and I found a few passed around an early time, and it does seem the curse hasn't strengthened, adapted. It's not gonna kill you, make you suffer. Yeah, that's the thing, is most family curses that I've seen are things like that, where it's not something that's going to kill you or, like, be as intense on that front, at least after the initial generation that was cursed, because a lot of the times that sort of thing does dampen as the generations go down, and that can be for a few reasons. But you know, one of those reasons is the further removed you are from the person who initially caused it, the less you are impacted, because it's a sort of a recognition that, like, you didn't actually have anything to do with it, but it still clicks it. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. And also, also, I will say, if you want to have, like, a more in-depth conversation about this too, feel free to DM me, either here or on Gilded, and I will happily, you know, get into nitty-gritties about it with you if you'd like. Because there's definitely some stuff where it gets a little heavier for, like, being in Twitch chat, but yeah, I'd happily talk to you about all of it and stuff, because it's an interesting topic, and it's also one where I very much understand the experience of having your life changed for the worse because of the actions of someone you're related to that didn't actually have anything to do with you. It's a very relatable thing for me. But yeah, no, definitely. And also, I am really glad that you found me and you found this space, because we do love to talk about witchy things here, and we do love to talk about, like, deep topics and things like that. It's a lot of fun. In the Gilded, we end up having some really, really, really good in-depth conversations too. I was about to be like, CJ's been quiet for a while, except for I forgot. I forgot that they went to eat food. I also have 2 affirmations to do for Holly and for Lirio.
Alright, I am returned. I have hot dogs. I put pills in me. We're good to go.
Can someone please clip the timing of that? I need someone to clip the timing of that. I'm dropping a marker just in case. CJ, literally, at best 2 seconds before you came back, I said, Oh, I was about to be like, CJ's been quiet for a while because I forgot that you went to get food, and then you're like, okay, I'm back.
That's pretty great.
Like, literally the moment.
It's delightful.
Oh, so, Lester Rose, you actually don't have to have a Roblox ID for it. You can just make an account separately. It just gives you the option of doing it with a Roblox ID if you already have one. Because I definitely did not make one. Yeah, and the Deku Palace theme, it's so good. Hi, CeeLo! I'm so sorry I had to turn off the candy time because I don't have any candy. I promise I plan on stocking up soon. What?
You don't have any candy.
Oh,
get it? It's me.
Is it Discord? It's similar to Discord. It's a very, very similar platform. I like Gilded more, one, because of less of the fuckery from the people running it. Two, a lot of the features that are paywalled on Discord are free on Gilded. And three, it tends to let you do more things as far as like actually having things very centered on community and like making it a community usable space that's easier to navigate in some ways. It's got its problems, but I like it a lot. But also, thank you for the hydrate, Zelo. And then we're gonna do affirmation for Holly and affirmation for Lirio.
Don't choke.
I'm not gonna choke.
I was just afraid.
Why?
I don't know.
CJ, I had to learn how to eat and drink laying down. I'm good.
Trying not to make a joke.
I know. I mean that too.
Saucy.
Anyhow. I feel like we need a saucy command.
Saucy.
Saucy. Oh my lords. I think the worst part is that your sounds will actually go through.
Oh, I set it up specifically for that.
I know. Yeah. I know. You made sure that I'd be able to hear the sounds whether or not it was my stream or yours. And that's the funniest thing to me. So, for Holly. Yep. Remember how that whole, the cards are gonna be, yeah, the cards are violent. Divine timing. You must find crab is writ. Oh, crab necklace. Ooh. And yeah, absolutely. It's welcome in. Like, it's wonderful to have you. We love all sorts of kinds of conversations here. It's a lovely time. So, divine timing. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management.
You know, this reminds me about the thing that I always say. My least favorite part of time is that it's linear.
Yeah.
It's the second time I've gone for that joke today, and neither person has called me out on the fact that I've never said that before.
Listen.
Which is the setup for the joke, and I'm just like, aw, I've failed at this bit twice.
Yeah. CJ, we've gone over the fact that I will just fully end up accidentally. Nightbot, hello? Are we on break? Okay, there we go. Okay, we're just taking a minute. That's fine. Nightbot takes a minute, that's okay. Yeah,
The
no,
boss gets $1, Nightbot gets a dime. That's why he poops on company time.
I can't even argue with that.
There's so much wrong with it as a statement, really? Are you sure?
Why is that? What? I don't see anything wrong with that. I think it's an excellent and accurate statement.
Nightbot doesn't get paid by you. You're not Nightbot's boss. It's a robot. It does not poop.
I mean,
like,
yeah, okay, no, but we're not, but I was not at all thinking of myself as the boss here, is the thing. Yeah, no, I was thinking a more general sense.
I see. All right.
Yeah, I'm not, boss does not get paid $1 to Nightbot's dime. That's not how that works.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I don't think any of this adds up.
No,
I'm
but
not one of them math
conceptually,
gays.
Conceptually, yeah, no, I'm not a man. The number of times, what was Lirio saying? Lirio, what were you saying on your stream the other day that I was like, oh, you were like, wait, why did I think it was 5,000 gold to upgrade this tool? And I went, because it's 5 bars and you're not a math gay. Yes, you, math gay TM, correct. And yeah, bosses they're just sugar parents with extra steps. Or sugar parents are bosses with fewer steps. And better benefits. Because yes, I would like to be spoiled by my boss. I'm taking applications for that. Done deal. It's sugar boss.
Sorry, I'm just picturing I Xeroxed that flyer you wanted, Daddy. Like, I'm trying to make that work. It's just there's nothing.
Listen, there's no rhyme or reason in the conversation right now. I will be completely honest with you, Ilias. We don't know what's going on. It's been bouncing around a lot. And
No.
Now
There's a straight line to where we're at conversationally. It's just that line goes through places you would never expect. No one expected me to start talking about robots, pay wages, and robot poops, and how that went to sugar daddies, and how that went to bosses should be sugar daddies. It's very clear how the conversation got here. It's the why that is under confusion.
I'm just dying, and Ilias just calls Mom to come pick him up.
How old's your mom?
CJ!
She single?
I can't. Hi, Squishy. Hi, Kettle. And that's fair.
All right, I will put the hard kibosh on that bit if it is a boundary.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I want it to be clear. It's all fun and games until somebody calls a boundary, and then it's done.
Yep.
And you don't have to explain further. It's done.
Ilias, thank you for communicating the boundary there.
Yes, you are appreciated.
Absolutely.
Also, hello.
Yeah, and it's funny because we don't normally get into mom jokes. That just happened to be the chaos that happened with that one.
Yeah.
And yeah, we are. The conversation is coherent. It's just coherent in the same way that
That's actually a really good explanation, because the 4-dimensional nature of eldritch beings like that is like trying to follow these types of brains through a conversation.
I was gonna say, it really is like trying to like follow. That's what it is, trying to follow a conversation between multiple people with ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
Especially plural ones.
All of it.
Oh God. Right, you can't see all of it. I found out what that's called. It's called dolphining. There's a term for that. because you're swimming under the surface and you just pop up randomly, and there's a whole
Cosmo.
pathway you take underneath the
Cosmo.
water between the 2 points.
Cosmo, are you telling me that we are on Dada Sea?
I hate you so much sometimes.
Kingdom Hearts is rotting my brain.
And yes, Anomaly, you get to be a dolphin.
But in a good way.
But yeah, that's what that's called. When you have someone with especially with ADHD, where you have one thought and then there's a whole train of thought underneath and you pop back up in another spot, but it seems like those 2 points aren't connected. So if you don't know the person's underneath the water, it just looks like they kind of vanished and reappeared in a new spot. But if you know that they're swimming, you know there was a pathway. That's it.
That makes sense. Side note, that's dolphining. Sharking is when you learn and speak multiple languages very well.
I thought sharking was just... I have a very different...
I was making a Sharkaopteryx
Oh.
joke. Our pal. What knows?
Okay, that's really good. I was thinking...
Sharking is when you mod for SJ. That's a better version of that joke.
That's excellent. I love
Yeah.
that. I also didn't know that Shark knows a bunch of languages. I think I knew she knew at least 2 or 3. I just don't know how many.
Yeah. There's like a languages corner of the, and I may be wrong. It may just be like 2 or 3, but there's like a language corner of their Gilded. So
That's
I'm like,
amazing. I also need to get into their Gilded. Like, I need to join
you
their
should.
Gilded.
It's a nice place.
I believe it. I love Shark. Shark is fantastic.
It's true.
Which, in fact, we love Shark here. Hold on.
And you know what? Shout out to SJ as well.
Yes.
Not just because they're great, but also because if they're here, that will cause them to come out of lurk. Like, what the fuck? What did I do? And that brings me joy.
Oh yeah, actually, we have that mod love command. We sure do.
Mm-hmm.
We sure do. We love SJ here too. And from time to time, Shark gives those teeth away. No idea where they can. But the other reason I didn't get the joke was because I had in my mind the actual like definition of sharking or being a shark in terms of like gambling and gaming.
Oh,
yeah.
That makes sense.
So the reason that's where my mind goes first is because I come from a family of card sharks.
Yeah.
Like, if you came over and we were playing cards, you either had to brace yourself or go sit in another room. You didn't want to be there.
So,
we got vicious.
This is a weird question for chat. What's the TV show with the people where they're like, hello sharks, here's my idea, invest in me. What is that called? I just remember the
Shark Tank?
Shark Tank, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, because when I thought of, we were like the actual meaning of sharking, I'm like, oh, is it related to that show where they pitch things to the rich people?
Yeah, no. Well, see, it's a weird thing because I just remember very vividly Street Sharks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lirio, that's Jossum.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love how excited you just got about that.
Jossum.
I do still want to be in the Pikmin category because we are going to start up in a moment.
We're gonna start right now. You're
Well,
gonna press the buttons.
no, I have to do the affirmation for Lirio first,
Oh, okay.
and then I'm gonna push buttons.
What are you serving?
Hi, Lirio. I'm just gonna leave that. I'm just gonna leave that there, and just say hi, Lirio.
Oh, I went in a different direction.
I
like
went-
that we both commented on it though.
I went in the direction that I was going.
Yeah.
CJ, have you seen that clip or were you there?
I was there.
Okay, because oh my god, I
You might
could
want to
not
explain
stop
to the
laughing.
chat though,
Hold on,
because
I'm just gonna drop the link.
There you go. That's a better choice. Because I'm sitting here like, there's no possible way I could explain this
No, there was
coherently.
there was absolutely no way to explain it coherently because it is just because like the reason that I went and made the clip was so that I could send it to someone else who wasn't there at the time. Crab shell necklaces? I mean that's fascinating. It also makes sense. Gilded? Hello? Hello? Okay. Gilded also took a break today, I guess. So I'm just gonna, I know what to do instead. Cause I made the clip, so it's right there. I can go get it. Tits was so obvious. Kettle, I love you so much. I love you so much.
I still feel silly about the MLM thing.
Listen, it was understandable
like,
though.
Fully over my head.
It was understandable for exactly the reasons that
Hold on 1 second. What'd you say?
Oh, okay, Lirio, okay.
We have a third MLM to add. Can you say that into the microphone?
Marxist-Leninist Maoist?
He's not wrong, but that wasn't one of the two I was thinking of.
Nope. I also like anomalies of multi-level men scheme.
That's pretty good.
No, Kettle, your mind was in fact in the correct place for the context we're laughing at. Okay, Lirio, don't you... Don't you pretend. Don't you pretend. Amber is horrid for necklaces unless you have an article of clothing where it does not make skin contact. Wet amber is a no-go. That's actually really good to know, because I hadn't thought about that. Question for anyone with tattoos: as a woo-woo person, do you cleanse your tattoos? I don't, but I think that is in part because when I get tattoos, I do it in a way that has a lot of witchy intent. And I didn't realize I was doing that at first until I got my last tattoo and was like, oh, I put magic into these. In part because I've designed them all except for one myself. The only one I didn't design myself was the one on my side because it is glyphs from Werewolf the Apocalypse.
Werewolves of London.
But I could see cleansing tattoos being a thing that you do, especially depending on the tattoo and depending on why you have it. Because if I had one that was meant for, oh yeah, tattoos are absolutely a form of blood magic. That's a thing. They have a lot of personal power too, due to the fact of the thing of the fluids that come with tattooing. Yeah, they are. Thank you, CJ. I meant to do that and I forgot. No, it worked. Nightbot just took a minute.
I'm also gonna do this one.
I will do no harm or meme community 7. Lirio, I need you to know that I'm trying so hard.
A peach.
By the way, the affirmation for Lirio.
Is it peach or melon related?
No, but it is funny.
Oh no.
Lirio is going to understand why this is so funny. Magic. I believe in magic. I see evidence of it all the time. And though the tricks can probably be explained away by something sensible and ordinary, I'd rather not ruin the fun. Other people can fill their days with mere coincidence. I'll fill mine with holy crap, that's unbelievable.
Big mood.
I love y'all and the way that the wordplay just devolves so quickly. Because it goes from like one euphemism to the next at light speed, and it is the funniest thing to me. I'm going to... Is Miracle... Charlotte, I would like you to at some point communicate that joke to Meerkat, just because I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. Unless Meerkat is lurking. I don't know if Meerkat's lurking. I don't need to drag Meerkat back. Oh, they're probably at work.
Get drugged.
Yeah. Lirio, the small boops for hysterical, but also Kettle is so funny. Kettle is so fucking funny. We have a community full of people that are just absolutely hilarious.
That's true.
I'm going to run the ads while we do this last bit, and then we will switch over to the Pikmins.
Excellent. I'm just going to casually during this ad break speak the lyrics to Anaconda. No, I'm kidding. I saw the look on your face. I don't even know the lyrics.
I wasn't sure. That was actually a question I had in my mind, was like, I'm not gonna know if you're wrong because I only know some of the lyrics.
Yeah.
I do know some of them, though.
The ad started exactly when CJ finished the word Anaconda.
Oh, you can't write shit like that.
I mean, I could, but...
No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. Not that good. Not that perfect. You write very well. You are very, very funny.
Well, hold
but
on.
there's something about cosmic timing that we just can't replicate, is what I'm saying.
I will say that perfect? No. Equivalent entertainment potentially. Yes. That's the line in the sand I'm willing to draw.
That's fair. And I believe that. Yeah. Also, I actually really love the daily affirmation that Lustrous Rose mentioned, which was, I just came up with the daily affirmation. My rocks are too pretty for throwing. My herbs smell too nice for cursing. My time is too precious for hating.
My daily affirmation is my anaconda don't want none unless she got buns on.
I hate you so much.
I'm sorry. I saw that you started
No, you're
drinking.
not. No, you're not sorry. You are not sorry. You know you're not sorry. Don't even lie to me.
That was amazing.
Can I also just say, I am so glad to be back. I'm so glad to not only be back, but it feels like, okay, are we talking about sweet buns or hot cross buns or what? I like to think that we're talking about steamed buns because I love bao and they are round.
See,
This is why.
there's
okay.
a sexual joke for every one of these so far.
Yes. Yes, there is.
And it's like, it's kind of like the robot is overloaded because there's too many options. You know?
Oh, so Squishy, you're not actually going to get bopped by Automod for things like that. I think the only thing I even have it set up to bop people for, or at least have set up at a high enough level where Automod's going to be a hater about things, is like the offensive speech.
Yeah.
So I think that's literally it, because I turned the rest off because it kept bobbing y'all for like completely mundane things, and also was being a racist. Like, it just, I don't know why Automod hates Kettle so much.
I was gonna say I might just turn mine off entirely because I feel like people still call me slurs sometimes, even with Automod on.
That's another thing too.
It's only ever blocked things that are fine from regulars in chat.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
It's weird. It's so weird. Also, hi Shan. That, you know what, I will accept that I don't deserve you. That's okay with me because it means you are valuing yourself. I will take that.
Oh, the Uno reverse. Now you have to admit that you value yourself or you look like a fuck.
It's 4/4 of a fuck cake. What? What?
Love yourself, bitch.
Oh my god. Not the Shadow Realm.
Oh no.
And I'm also, it's 4/4 of a fuck cake needs to be a quote. I'm sorry, I can't not.
Oh, pound cake is called 4/4 in French.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. I didn't know that.
Or another fun one is in France, a croissant is a croissant.
Also, Lirio agreed on like having not had Bao in ages, and it makes me very sad. Risu!
Can I just say?
Hi,
I've
Risu!
not had one.
Really?
Never.
That is a thing that I would like to.
What? No, you're missing 95% of the conversation. I've had croissants before.
You gaslight.
I do gaslight people for fun sometimes, but not about croissants. Respect the sanctity of the croissant. Short and clear. Oh yeah, you did make all kinds of noise last time, didn't you?
I sure did.
You know, it's a shame that
Don't you dare.
Hey, the mute button.
Don't you fucking dare. Oh no, Shan, you missed all of that, didn't you? Oh no. Okay, hold on. Let me grab the Yoshi pillow and then I will drop some clips. I say I'm gonna drop some clips because I don't want to fuck up my throat. It's already a little bit sore today. Because fuck the weather and having to smoke outside in the super, super cold.
And for no other reason, nothing else.
No, I would do it again. I do not have shame here.
So I can tell them about the other thing then?
Fuck. Hold on. Let me check one thing first. And I'm pretty sure you know what it is I'm going to be checking. Because I just need to make sure of something first.
I'm not going
Yes,
to
fine.
tell them. I'm not.
Oh, you're just being a shit about. Okay.
Exactly. Because I thought for sure you were going to be like, actually, I have some shame.
No, I still have no shame.
High five, team no shame.
Yep. Yeah, no, I am shameless.
It's
In
true.
fact, I'm shameless enough that I will tell them. In wording that I would not be completely embarrassed to have someone see.
Can I add wording?
I'm concerned what your wording adding is gonna be.
That's fair. I don't know yet.
Shame is for people who have time and energy, and I am busy as fuck and a tired bitch.
Oh my god.
Yeah, food though.
Pain
Fucking
au chocolat is just Cartoon the Professional, but Leon is played by a Hershey's bar. Can I get a show of hands? Who understands that joke?
I don't
Because
understand
that is
anything
so
that just
funny
got
to
said.
me. Oh my god, that's so funny. Anna gets it? Okay.
Shan, it's not some kind of dance. So, I have a mutual on TikTok who I've shared some of his content in a particular channel in the Gilded because it's excellent, helpful content. He's a primal dom, and apparently after I posted some of the clips from Twitch onto TikTok, including the ones of me making the noises, he went and dropped me a follow. And so I saw it today when I was setting up and went, oh no. I was just not prepared because, like, he's already well aware that his content flusters me. Like, it's no secret.
How could it be?
Right, exactly. I am far too obvious, and also I'm the kind of head ass who will comment and be
Same.
honest.
Same.
What did I do? Shan, I will show you. Because there's some clips. Because I don't know why this is what I ended up doing. Ooh.
Shane gets it. Not Shane, Pixel Chat. Fucking chill.
Shan, I...
God damn it. I'm sorry, Shan. Oh, if I say it like that, Sean. Nope, that came out as Sean.
Which is
Alright,
really
well.
funny, because it gets me saying Shan.
Yeah, this is kind of some
Oh,
horseshit.
now it doesn't. But it was. It did have me saying Shan correctly.
Sean.
But now it says Champs. What is...
Shan. That's not even close. That's...
Actually, that is, in pronunciation, close.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, but I'm just...
I'm uncomfortable. It's okay. Shan, I'm having problems with your comment, and I can't...
The problems are... Here, I got this, Cosmo. Don't worry. The problems are that Cosmo... You know how some people can see the apple in their head and rotate it, and some people can't? Cosmo's not really good at imagining noises, so you're going to have to record that and send it to Cosmo. Because without an actual recording of it, the imagination just cannot happen. So I'm going to keep talking. Cosmo's not going to say anything. You're going to record that and send it. Okay, good? All right, team, break. Good job.
The problem
Lyria.
is actually it's the opposite. Shan!
Yeah.
I hate it. Oh, God.
You'll be
I'm in
fine.
danger.
What's the worst that could happen to you? Multiple people sending videos, recordings, noises that cause a certain effect?
There's actually a worse thing about this, which is that, so, I haven't. It's not a secret that I've been. Shan, these are clips for you to watch and catch up on what exactly it is we're talking about. And because I did a few different. I've been practicing a lot of the. God damn it. I've been practicing various things because of certain content endeavors, and I've been writing a script for the first audio I'm going to be doing, and I've not been secretive about like what it is I'm doing. It's a Primal Play script that I'm working on, and part of why I was working on the noises is because I'm going to be doing both perspectives, and I'm planning on doing the noises myself. So I was like, well, I should probably figure out like a lot of this and like practice this, because I know how to make some animal noises, but I haven't tried to do them in a while, and there's some that I've always had trouble with. So I was like, let me start practice some of these things. And then at one point I went to practice and just went, let me just go for this really quick.
Sometimes you just gotta go deep.
God damn it. Can someone check if the thing I posted can be downloaded properly? Oh, yeah, proper voice acting lessons. So, some noises are feeless. Yeah, actually, a good chunk of the noises are feeless. It's mostly feeless and Gadget, who has not yet actually been able to introduce herself. It's a thing, but she's
amazing. She's
an old character from Werewolf that, just apparently solidified. So the combination of noises are basically her and Felis, for the most part. And so I was like, wait, I live alone. And I live alone without, like, neighbors exactly, directly. Werewolf the Apocalypse represent? Yeah, she was a glasswalker.
Remind me after this, because I don't want to interrupt more than this. Remind me after this, the tabletop thing.
Yeah. Thank you for the follow. We very much appreciate it. I have a button for this. We do keep the follower alerts anonymous for the sake of lurking and hanging out, if you want to. But so I was like, wait, I can just like make a noise loud and not worry about it. So I decided to see if I could still snarl like I used to, and then it worked. So then I ended up talking about that on stream and talking about that. Shan, we actually have a channel you'd appreciate. You could know. Animal noises are a great way to pass the time. It's true, actually. Animal noises are a lot of fun. But yeah, so now I've been posting a little bit of like practicing some noises in Gilded. Like I started doing the growling practice.
We've had a lot of people practicing noises recently.
Yeah, which is really cool. I love that is an effect that conversation, that stream had, where people were like,
I've been playing with my voice a lot lately and trying stuff like that. It's been fun. It's my day off, so I'm just like, blah, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah.
That's fair. I was
Although,
making a face at
still-
Holly's message. I will.
Oh yeah, I figured.
I will
I
message
still-
you with the updated list because I have to. I'm gonna be updating the intro again soon. Oh hell yeah, Kettle! I actually thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna put the link to that video and that channel in the Gilded in the resources because that thing was super helpful.
Related to that, Ember's voice doc has really been helping me.
Ooh, I haven't
haven't
seen
been
that.
doing it. I have it pinned in one of the channels. I don't remember which.
Probably.
I think it's gender.
I was gonna say it's probably gender.
Yeah.
Either the take a gander or JoJo's gender.
Yeah. I don't think it's in mine. I think it's in the general gender.
Yeah.
So I think it's in Gander. Fun fact for those of you not on the Gilded, I'm exploring my transition in JoJo's Gender Adventure.
But yeah, Kettle, I'm really glad that helped because yeah, like the couple little small things in that had me fucking shook with the amount of difference that it made. So the thing that I sent Kettle was so I found this this vocal coach on YouTube who has been doing it for like 30 some years or some shit, like good long while.
I got you, Shan.
Wonderful, thank you, because my Gilded is being funky.
Rose is the person that was in here previously, right?
Yeah, Lustrous Rose, yeah.
Perf. Welcome on in, nerds.
Yeah. The throat and tongue stuff really fucked me up. I did not know I had so much tension there just speaking. Yeah. Twisted
I did not look at that.
So I didn't actually I haven't put it in the Gilded. I just sent it to Kettle directly at the time because we had talked about like how Kettle, do you mind if I share? Because I know you talked about it in that channel, but I didn't know if you've talked more openly about that and whatnot. I don't want to like share your business if you're not okay with it, but okay. So Kettle at one point had talked about how part of why they don't sing is because it hurts their throat. And I was like, yeah, I have that issue a little bit. You know, I don't have it as bad, partly because I've been singing my whole life. So even though I need a lot of refinement again, like I still have a little bit more of that looseness to it. And I found this vocal coach because I was like, I want to actually start doing a lot of these exercises again and work on a few things. And she's been a vocal coach for like decades. And she has a whole YouTube channel where she gives a whole lot of amazing advice. And she goes into things like why certain issues happen, how to figure out certain things, how to, you know, sing in different styles, stuff like that. And she has this entire playlist that is about throat tension, why it happens and what to do about it. And the first video like talks about really simple things that help with it. And like I did one of them and was like, what the fuck is this sorcery? Where
Yeah, we're gonna need to share this.
yeah, I'm gonna share it. Because it absolutely shook.
By the way, ever since you said loose, my brain has just been going on repeat. How loose is your goose? How
my
loose
God.
is your goose? I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is happening up there, like even more so than usual.
It is really funny though.
Like I might have to put on music, like just to stop it.
Oh my god. I mean, that's fair. But let me see. Let's see. Where is it? Because I want to find that particular playlist because that is one that a lot of people struggle with. But I also recommend going through. It's a very deep and interesting conversation, CJ. How listen your.
Like, and I tried to keep it in my brain, but I must have repeated this phrase like over 100 times at this point. Like, it just like, this is a nice segue. We've talked about this before, how some people are like, oh, I've got a song stuck in my head, and it doesn't get stuck in our head the same way as for most people.
Yeah.
Like, this is that, but just with a phrase that tickles my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I physically can't stop. I need to put something else in there.
Oh my god, she has so many playlists. Jesus Christ.
Okay, hold on.
There it is.
Automod stopped your goose.
Yes. It sure did. I don't understand why.
Listen.
I have no idea. I have nothing.
I've been to some pretty intolerant places. I've heard slurs yelled in public. Never have I been called so many slurs as on Twitch. And yet Automod, the hero appointed by Twitch, is like, you talking about a fucking goose? Jail! 1,000 years of jail!
Okay, let me put this in the
That can't possibly be real.
What?
Yeah, that can't possibly be real.
Like, the fucked up thing is that I look at that and I go, I could see bigots doing that.
I just...
Because they'll make anything into a slur
But
if they can.
That's one of
I
those
don't
things where
understand
it's
the
like-
link.
Yeah, I don't understand the
Oh,
link,
no.
and I also don't understand...
Oh, I think I might understand the link. And I hate it.
Well, I mean, like, why specifically Canadian?
Okay, that I don't know. That I don't understand.
Okay,
Oh.
so this is some old-timey bullshit. then.
Literally, the last part of that was the only part I connected.
Yeah. Well, as soon as it was like Joe Kennedy, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it all
Yeah.
comes together now. Like, because I hadn't heard this before, so I thought this was a new thing. And it's like, no,
Yeah.
no, this is fucking. Hey, look, the Kennedys fucked something else up, and it's like, oh, okay.
Well, like, anomaly, like, what is our reaction supposed to be? Surprised that someone, like, is that, like, that far out with the bigotry? Never. I physically cannot be surprised by that anymore. I posted the thing in the Gilded, by the way, in the resources channel.
Didn't say I. Pixel chat. What?
Oh, I thought I heard you say I.
Oh, maybe it was a throat noise.
It might have been. It's like,
Okay. Shan, I'm gonna take this in a weird direction. I need everybody to stick with me for a second.
No.
There's a joke that I love, and I don't remember where it's from, but it was somebody like, oh yeah, you know, just so old they're using like slurs that people don't even use anymore, and then it was just silence, and it's like, I can't think of any. and they're like, yeah, they're all still relevant, like regularly used. It's like, all right, well, that's the end of that joke. It was just like, I loved the slow realization and the silence after, yeah, that aren't used anymore. Oh, these are all still used and relevant. Oh, did Gilded not do a go live thing?
I was about to say that's actually what I was just typing before we get started up.
So cool. We have the coolest robots.
It's funny because it's been mine specifically lately, and I don't know if I broke something when I was messing with it and trying to see if I could. Well, one, I was trying to get the YouTube bot working for me, and it wasn't. Because I just can't.
You may have to reconnect your Twitch, because that's why it wasn't working for me for a while.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Also, I can help you with the YouTube thing.
Thank you, because for some reason I just can't get it added to the channel that I made for that.
That's weird.
I don't know if my go live has worked since I came back from break. Probably not.
It may very well be that because there was like a certain number of days since the last time it was accessed, it got logged out.
That very well could be, because a few months I could see it being a thing. Hi, SJ. Also, hi, Blue. Yeah, Nightbot is moving at a pace today. It's truly just not having a good time.
The voice clips thing. Holy shit, the voice clips thing. I cannot believe that's real. Like, ever since I heard about that, I was like,
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like if it were an opt-in thing, I could get it. I'm like, that's a really handy way for like to do clips off stream or something. But the fact that it's like, oh yeah, everybody. And it's like, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it warns you, but the fact that it's just a warning, like the fact that you can't just be like, hey, you could just turn it on if you want, like that. If it was an opt out, the toggle is, it's an opt out, but the toggle is labeled like you chose to opt in, but you default to opt in. That's the fucked up thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it were a toggle defaulting to opt out, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, like.
Also, I don't think I got a pop-up for it, although we use this all the time, so.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is we use this all the time. I did briefly forget that, though. We should at some point try and see if we can get Gilded to work well with that.
It physically can't. There's
really?
no API for the voice. We would have to either build our own thing.
Right, the little bot thing, the little
Yeah.
the little icon thing. I forgot that's why we do that.
We would either have to like do YouTube, or not YouTube, like the guest star thing.
Yeah.
With me using like a PNG tuber, or like something. We would have to rebuild things basically.
Yeah, which fuck that right now.
And also, like, Gilded can be a mess at times for video stuff.
Yeah, that's very true.
And especially, well, I guess because the person's streaming, it doesn't affect the quality of stream. So yeah, we could try it, but yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, not now. Got too much shit to deal with, honestly.
I'm still sitting here like really wishing things were calm and stable enough that we could give other people corners in the Gilded.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think have you talked to any of the people that we've talked about?
No, because we
Neither
haven't
have
talked
I.
about it again.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, I want to be like, I would love to do this, but at the same time, I don't even keep an eye on all of the channels as is currently.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I do a decent job of at least glancing, but yeah.
Like, I see everything, I just don't see everything as it happens. Like, the level of up-to-date
Mm-hmm.
I would like to be
Mm-hmm.
to feel comfortable opening that door.
Yeah. Holly, that would be amazing. I would absolutely love that. We will plan this. This
Oh,
will
yeah.
be a thing. Because, yeah, I would absolutely love that. Love that. Like,
And SJ, like the no ethical consumption under capitalism. Like sometimes you take the hit because there's no other options.
especially when you're disabled.
Yeah. I saw somebody trying to use that as a defense for their bullshit again the other day.
Oh
and
my
I'm just
god, I
like,
hate when people do that.
y'all, it means that everything's shit, and just reminding you that everything's shit. It's not supposed to be like, haha, well, if everything's shit, I'll give money to the chicken people that want to kill all the transes.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that inside your head you had a mental gymnast version of Simone Bile. Like, well done. You did it. You stuck the landing. Impressive mental gymnastics to get here.
Yeah. I have not watched The Boys, but I know some of it, and I know who Stormfront is in the show. And oof.
I don't know. I'll be honest, I haven't been able to get past the start of the second season.
I
It
I
is
I couldn't
so
even
rough.
get past the start of the first season. Like I yeah, cuz that show was very triggering for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My ex liked to watch it.
Yeah. I think I know who it is then. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cuz yeah,
I
cuz they actually based that on a real thing.
Yeah. I will say this is a weird direction to take this in, given that we're talking about how
Yep,
none of us
SJ.
watch it because of how rough it is. Um, I'm really impressed with the boys, given what they were adapting from, is a steaming pile of shit in a lot of ways. They have taken a really bad comic that like basically lived off of its premise and made like a genuinely interesting show and universe out of it that like actually criticizes a lot of these things in meaningful ways and does deconstructions in, you know, beyond superheroes bad question mark.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
so
like really digging
kudos
into
to
it.
the team making that. I still have difficulty watching it myself.
So, Risu, it's not that it's a character. It's that it's an organization. So, yes. It's what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
And yeah, Lustrous Rose,
I love
absolutely.
I love SJ. I also say that Garth, yeah, CJ beat me too. The brain cell once again bouncing very quickly.
I also love that SJ does the same thing that I do, where it's like, if someone says
Yeah.
the thing that you're in the middle of typing, you don't delete the message, you just put the dashes, and then they're like, yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
What comic is The Boys based on again? I actually don't know.
I believe it's
think
literally
actually
called The Boys. Yeah.
So Hydra with less pretense? Yes. Holly. Yeah, Lustrous Rose. Yeah.
I think
It's
the
a whole
current
fun
demon
thing.
is Palestine for them.
That's fair. It's a lot of layers. Ooh. Oh, I hate that for you, Lustrous. I hate that for you so much.
That's unfortunate.
Oh. My heart goes out to you on that one.
Speaking of heart, you and I, Cosmo, we need to have a heart to heart.
Is it about Pikmin? Is it about my many children? It's okay if it's not.
It is in fact. I just want to say that while I believe there should be no child left behind, if we
What
get most
is
of them,
this
we'll be
going?
fine.
I mean, that's
I'm
That's
just saying,
fair.
like,
And I
if
did
some of
have
the
some
children get left
anxieties
behind,
before.
I'm just saying, if some of the children get left behind, it's okay.
Are they really? Yeah, I was gonna say, are they really left behind? But yes, they are. I did. I think that
Ooh.
it was edgelord bullshit. Apparently, Kettle. Anyway, happy 6.55 Final Fantasy patch day. Ooh, someone please.
And me, I'm like, which one? Is there a new one? Because I'd be shocked.
I just wanna. You see, most people don't care who you are, who you're with, but all these Republicans are trying to socially terraform Florida to be a red state. Yep,
'Cause I'd
and
be
that's
shocked
how Texas is too.
if you put one out and I didn't notice. Sorry, I latched onto the H bomber guy part of.
Oh, SJ just said essays, so probably
yeah.
just watching
Oh,
random
so you're just watching
ones.
a bunch of them. Oh, the Tommy
Yeah.
Tallarico one. Yeah, it goes places. I don't know if I've talked to you about this, Cosmo. The H bomber guy and his video essays. They're
No, but
amazing.
I just read what Holly said, and I didn't know about that. Oh no. I live in the UK.
Jesus.
Yeah. Fuck. Lester, that's one of those things that always frustrates me is when you have someone who is like, who you look at and you're like, you do know that like they're not on your side, right? And they're gonna fuck. The leopards eating faces party is in fact going to also eat your face. Kettle, there's a funny thing about that. Kettle saying, I hate how much of a boys' club comics is, even with all of the
Yep.
women, gender diverse people, still so cishet and white. I had a very funny conversation because someone on TikTok had a video using a sound that was talking about, like, how nerdy men are great to date. It's just that people look at their traits through the wrong lens, and then like talking about all of why like things like, yeah, you know where we'll be on a Friday night. It's here with our buddies on Discord playing tabletop, which we do every week, like type of shit. And
Sorry, that reminded me of the tabletop thing.
yes. But I was gonna do a night expedition. But so one of the things that like had me cracking up was someone in the comments, or I commented and was like, trust me, we want to date y'all. You just have to like not run us out of those spaces. Like, trust me, the nerdy femmes want to date the nerdy guys. We just need y'all to stop being shitty to the nerdy femmes. And someone responded to my comment being like, where do we find y'all? And I was so delighted.
You just explained it.
Well, right. But I was so delighted that they made this comment, because what I then went on to say was basically like, hey, I'll tell you exactly where to find us and how. We are probably already in your spaces, or were. And what you do is, if you see a nerdy femme being grilled by a like nerdy dude who decided to test if they're a real nerd or not, go do something about it. Go challenge that.
Ooh,
Go
I have to
shame
adjust
that
this
man.
phrase now.
Go shame that man. Because the thing is, we are tucked away in our space that is safe for us. It's not a space we're not going to let people into. We just need to know that you are people that are okay to be in that space. If you fight for us to be in those larger spaces, like, we're also, like, if you make those spaces better, we will be there. I promise. We want to be there. That's how you
I
do
got
it.
it. Sorry. I went to my own place for a second in my head. I had to change a word in a saying, and I had to figure out what word worked best for it.
Oh.
'Cause it's the word we were talking about that I'm trying not to use as much. When you see a nerdy guy grilling a girl in one of these spaces, or any femme, punch that fuck in the face until your hand breaks.
I mean, yeah, that too. Least majesty is when you rent a drag.
When you rent a drag king. Amazing. Oh, in order, the things before they leave my brain fully. H-Bomber guy, the main video that a lot of people got onto him originally started as a 20-minute video about the Roblox oof noise, and spiraled out of control into a whole thing about someone in the games industry. And I think it's the video that SJ is currently watching about Tommy Tallarico. And the things that he has done in the industry and the things that he has took credit for that he does not deserve credit for. And yeah, he does a lot of research for his video essays, and they always end up uncovering way more than he expected. Like, his recent one was about plagiarism online and the nature of stuff like that, and it revealed this one guy had been wholesale plagiarizing 90% of his essays that he had been making tons of money off and stuff. Like, it was amazing. He did such an amazing job with it.
Oh yeah. Ochi, I need you to go and
And then the other thing was Shan. Damn you, Shan. Because I really want to play tabletop RPGs again now. Because we were all talking about that the other day. And I was talking to Cosmo. I'm like, I can't commit to anything because I'm always tired. But I want to play games again.
It's funny too because we were even specifically talking about Werewolf at first is how it came up.
Yeah.
Oh, the fuck? The fuckity fuck? What is happening?
It's the devil! Yanni, you are way too calm about this.
Yanni's way too calm about everything.
That's a demon. It doesn't even have all of its flesh. It is clearly ectoplasmic, at least partially. That is a demon.
And the other thing is, like, Yanni is the same one who looks at you at the end of the night and goes, "Oh, I didn't think you were gonna make it."
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
just cheerfully. Why is that a green dildo? I don't have an answer for that. It has a butthole mouth. I don't have an answer for any of this. As creatures go, that's sure a strange one, isn't it?
I'm gonna say if that's how you're using it, that's real thick, and congrats. That's impressive. That's all I got.
I'm no comment. Those eyes. I think it must be coming for the luminol. Yeah, that's probably what's happening. Yanni, can I need help? Where's that trick knoll that's being attacked? What's happening?
Trick knoll to the north is under attack.
Oh, okay.
I forgot I gotta do my StarCraft thing
oh, yeah.
to help your brain. A trick knoll to the west is under attack.
Yeah. I was gonna have them do the ectoplasm ball thing, but I realized that I need to save that for whatever this demon is.
It is demonish.
Because what the fuck?
Also, the demon and all those little dudes are heading for your main
I
base.
know.
This is a bold choice.
I need more glow Pikmin is the problem. And they are moving pretty slowly, which is why because that just netted me an extra 25.
Assuming you have a base to return to, yes.
I do.
I guess Ochi can hold off the little dudes for a bit.
I was
yeah.
gonna say Ochi can take the little ones. Absolutely.
I forgot Ochi was a badass.
Yeah, Ochi's a badass. We upgraded that chomp like all the way. Come on. Please, please, please. Are you all in the thing? Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and
Start throwing. Oh, juice him. Give him the roids.
Oh, you're right. Get in there.
Roid rage. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, the ice bomb is not going to be helpful against the ice guys. I realized that as soon as I started doing that.
Nah, it's fine.
Ochi, I need you a minute.
A dangerous enemy is approaching from the north.
Yeah, it sure is, isn't it? Why is there another demon thing?
What, you thought you could kill a demon?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you ignorant fool.
Apparently. Ochi is still digging. Okay. I know there's glow pellets up there, which is why I was like,
That's fair.
nope. You know what? I can't do this while they are on it, so I'm just gonna do this now. Eep. Wow, you take more than one for that? That's gross.
Descend!
Eep. Come on. Okay, first of all, I don't like that.
I'm sure it's fine. That's fine.
God, murder, murder. Yes.
You did it.
Okay, apparently that stuff is not their favorite thing.
What stuff?
The whatever that thing was exuding.
The
They
demon
started doing the
dust.
little scramble.
I mean, it also screamed.
That's true, but they seem to be reacting to it the same way they do with the like the poison dust. Yanni, way too okay with you dying. Yes. Like for
Oh,
instance,
Shan has an
Sage
important
says,
question while I read this. Now we can make the cure.
Yeah, Lester shows I would have to check on the sage thing. From what I know, it's in part because it is an endangered plant, and most sources of it are not from the indigenous folks. And there's also the, smudging is a very specific thing versus smoke cleansing, which is done in a lot of cultures. Smoke cleansing can be done with other herbs, things like that. But a lot of the times, because of the way that it is harvested, there are times where the indigenous people don't actually get to have enough for themselves reliably. And that's a lot of the problem with it. So making that a thing. And the other thing is talking about that is also just a thing to help you remember that a lot of the practices that we are given as part of like Wicca are appropriated from various cultures, and to start thinking about what your own cultures might have done. So, like for myself, I know that for smoke cleansing, for me, one of the things I will use is bay leaves. Let's see. Pikmin 3 was underwhelming, not gonna lie. I liked Pikmin 3. I can understand why some people would have found it underwhelming, but this is definitely my favorite one. I should go back to Kingdom Hearts. Sora's been staring at this whale for a while now. That last level squishy is just a mess. The goddarned apple. I think I saw where the other egg was, but it didn't alert when it cracked. Oh. You gotta
it was a
make one of your...
multi-egg situation.
Shan?
Oh, you've almost got to Shan's most important question.
No, I haven't got... Oh, is it the how quickly do they breed? Yeah, I'll answer that in a second. I'm just giggling at the...
Breeding
you gotta
expert.
make one of your Pikmin a Pikmin Pope, and then they can bless the rest for demon killing.
It's important.
I have to make that a quote because that's too good. That's too ridiculous and too good.
And now, as the expert on breeding, can you explain the other thing?
You really just wanted to be able to say that, didn't you?
100%. And also, I already said it, and you didn't acknowledge it the first time, so I said it again.
That's fair. That's fair.
'Cause it's a good bit.
So the yeah, Storm, that video was an important one. Thinking about what ancestors are you calling on? I am not an expert on breeding.
Well, in a practical sense.
Yeah, I do know a lot about reproductive health. That's true. Anyhow,
I'm just causing problems on purpose, folks.
Anomaly, the Lustrous Rose is also correct on that. It's nerves. There's a lot of nerve connections between here and this general area, which is also why sometimes if your throat hurts enough, you get an earache. So, how does one begin? Channel. Not you taking out the notepad. So, the reason that Pikmin reproduce as quickly as they do is because they are plants and they propagate in that way. They're little plant people. So when you bring back one of the pellets or things that their home, in the case of the glow Pikmin, the luminals, but in the case of the other Pikmin, the onion, it turns it into seeds, and then you get more Pikmin. So they propagate very quickly for that reason. They're basically ants otherwise. Pikmin vibrate rapid.
It was a good choice to stop reading
Yep.
that one out loud.
Yep.
It was a good pick. Ugh.
I'm just gonna... Kettle, I hate everything about that. Also, Blue, knees are one of my reasoning for not agreeing with the idea of intelligent design, because what the fuck is this? I want to know the engineer who designed these things.
Heads
They're
and
just
shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
they're just one big design flaw.
But it's heads and shoulders, knees and toes, knees
I
and
know.
toes.
But the knees
I
are
don't see what the
wrong.
problem is. I would love to
Then
just
you've
get
got
really...
better knees than me.
I actually don't. I think mine are actually worse.
Your knees might actually be worse. Mine are just
Because
really
of the
hypermobile
weight?
and messed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my knees are surprisingly not as bad as they, one, used to be, and two, should be at this point.
Yeah.
The rest of my joints, however, my shoulders are a mess. That's though my shoulders are probably worse. But also, Anyway, where one needs a full body EDS brace. Listen, Shan, one of the reasons I'm upset that I had to leave Chicago when I did was because I was this close to getting fit for a full yeah, no, Holly, I'm not talking to you about knees because nope. You win that. You win that hands down. In a heartbeat.
I believe if it covers the face, it's called a zentai
What?
for a full body suit.
I was gonna say a full compression gear.
Oh, I thought this was going in a different direction.
No, not a gimp suit. I was actually working, I was about to be, this is an actual serious thing. I was going to the ability lab, and they were going to be able to fit me for a full compression suit, which would have been huge, because my joints would have functioned.
Didn't I send you a thing of the one,
the body bandage
cosplayer that uses the
Yeah, because I wanted one of those too. I was going to bring that up.
Okay.
Well, there's two options.
I understand now.
There's two options mainly. There's one that's like that, where it's like the body bandages, where it's basically like KT tape. You don't have to stick to you.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also the just straight up compression suit that's like a diving suit.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would have been really helpful.
Yeah, it would have been super helpful. It would have been great. And no, I'm not going to stream in a gimp suit.
Hold on, Cosmo. Let's not rule anything yet.
No, I'm not streaming in a gimp suit. I will get banned. Twitch got more prudish again. Remember?
That's actually, yeah.
I will get in trouble for that.
That's actually a fair point. This is hell. We work on a hell site.
We work on a hell site. To read this dialogue so we can do more.
This is our job, Cosmo. We get paid to do this.
We do. I love that. I love one of the like one of the also anomaly.
Hey.
But Kettle, that's the problem. According to Twitch, I do have female presenting nipples. I don't know what to do about this.
No, if they're covered up.
Well, no. So Kettle's comment was only if you have a female presenting nipples. If you don't, a gimp suit should be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, covered up. That's the word.
Yeah, coupled up. That's what we're doing. Yep. No. You know, the fact that you went and replied to your thing is exactly why I know.
Half joke.
Well, look who's up and about. How are things going?
Oh.
That's you. That's your line. That's the sound.
I know.
That means you.
I figured the sound was enough, but I probably should because this seems important. Ah, Jesus fuck! Why are you awake at this hour?
I don't know. I just woke up, I guess. I'm interested in night expeditions. Is it okay if I observe?
I'm sorry. Tonight's exposition just wrapped up. You don't make any sound when you walk around.
Bad timing on my part, then. I'll just try again next time. And be less quiet.
Yeah, that's fine. You can observe anytime you like. Maybe like rattle the doorknob or like jangle some keys as you're approaching. You just appeared there. I thought I was about to die. I thought you were the Reaper.
I think one of my favorite things that I need to show, because there are some people in chat who, yeah, we found Olimar. We found Olimar not last stream but the stream before. and there's a whole bunch of new fun things. To recap what you missed there, Kettle, we found Olimar, cured him, left the planet, but we had to turn back because Ochi got sick. And Olimar explained that this happened to Moss when he tried to leave because Moss stowed away. And talked about how anything with the leaf can't leave the planet, like they get sick. Which makes sense because the reason they all have space helmets on is because to them, oxygen is poisonous.
Not to be confused with Oxycontin,
Correct.
which is delicious.
So Lustrous, we do avoid the frog emotes here, but and also yes, they absolutely would make so much more money if they freed the boobs. And also Risu, I'm not saying the gimp suit shows the nipples. I'm just saying that we will generally get in more trouble if we have those nipples, even if they're not showing. Because fuck everything, I guess.
Yeah.
Or fuck nothing, more appropriately. I'm gonna run the ad really quick. SJ. Cosmo trying to... I am not trying to find the loopholes. I feel like it's weird because my feelings on a gimp suit are, like, complicated. Man, I don't know where my nipples fall on the scale anymore. I think you're probably on the female presenting nipple side at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Also squishy. That's very real, and I hate it so much.
There are like so many people that get banned for it. Like
Yeah.
drag queens, cross dressers, even just like femboys or even slightly effeminate guys can get banned for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
It's
yeah.
bad.
It's ridiculous. I'm still so upset that people ruined... We were so close. We were so close to being so much freer. And yes, SJ, something Altair could have made us all free. It's okay. Did the millennials ruin nipples? No, the boomers ruined nipples. I mean, egg guild. Yeah, no, Reese is not in the candy bag HQ.
I'm gilded. As in, like, covered in gold.
I was gonna say I'm not, because I'm not, in fact, covered in gold. So I'm glad we shared the brain cell on that one, but in
Yeah,
slightly different
teamwork.
directions. Also, we have to take our moment to recognize Pikmin Jesus.
A moment of silence for Pikmin Jesus.
See.
Ah, he is above all, the harvester of Pikmin. Olimar!
Hold on. Where, excuse you, Nightbot, I know we have a Pikmin Jesus quote. We have to. I know we have a Pikmin Jesus clip, but did we not?
Oh, we must have quoted it. Although maybe not.
Nightbot, please. Where's my wine? Kettle. Oh my god.
Bum, 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 bum.
And yeah,
bum,
Kettle, the lore
bum.
in these games actually is great. Like, I love the lore in these games. It is so much fun. They are fascinating.
You know what I love?
Oh no.
The Lorax.
Okay, that's fair.
He speaks for the trees.
I wasn't sure where you were gonna go with that. There were possible directions.
Oh, yeah. At any moment, I could say just the most wild shit.
It's true. Oh! You mentioned that you wanted to be Chowder. because this is the president of Tolbo Real Estate, Chowder from planet Konohan. He followed his whims in real estate for 27 years. Now he travels the galaxy, expecting his next big idea to pop up out of nowhere.
So here's the problem. Because his name is Chowder, I want to do a very specific accent. Unfortunately, I cannot do that accent.
Oh, fair.
Like I would love to do that accent. I'm physically incapable of it. The home of clam chowder, for everyone in chat wondering. Yeah, Boston.
Oh, that's why you were gonna...
Like I
Got
cannot
it.
do.
Got
what
it.
did you think?
I wasn't sure. I had no idea.
Oh.
Bye, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Have a lovely commute. I also
Good
love that I
night.
had to approve motherfuck. Maybe I need to check my auto
I
mod
think
settings
it's probably
again.
out of control again.
Yeah, I don't know how this keeps happening because I keep setting it and it keeps going. Yeah, but what if not? Good night, Anomaly. Thanks for hanging
So-
out.
You may need to check it while you're live is the other thing, because I know Saribot like cranks everything up when you're
yeah.
offline.
That's true. Yeah, I should check that. And I have to check the I think the other thing is I have to check the one specific to Nightbot. And I think that's where I'm...
No, because if you have ad permitted term, that's auto mod.
Oh, okay.
If it were Nightbot, messages would be getting deleted instead of held.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe I have that the other way around. You know what? I'm just gonna go check that right now then, because
It's
I
a
am
good thing to
currently
do.
live. And because I just
Good
I
night,
hate it's so
Anna.
annoying.
It is.
Like I just don't...
Chat. While Cosmo sorts that out, enjoy 30 uninterrupted seconds of me looking at you like a cat. Lem 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 lem.
So anyhow, I do see the problem.
I was wondering how long you would let that go on.
I had to tune it out for a minute to focus on what I was doing so that I could actually read what I was reading. But I wanted to make sure that I nipped that in the bud as quickly as I could once I did that. Yeah, so it definitely changed some of the settings, and one of the things that I'm looking at is I'm like, I think I'm just going to... Because here's the other thing. You remember how we were talking earlier about how it doesn't catch the slurs, but it catches, like, everything else?
Yeah.
It just occurred to me that when I approved Lustrous Rose's message earlier, the word that it didn't catch was the one that I booped. It didn't catch that at all. And yet the
Oh.
disability thing is cranked up to 3.
Yeah, so it's worthless then.
Yeah, it's worthless. Absolutely worthless. So I'm just going to turn all of that off. Like, it doesn't catch anything that I actually want it to. And catches everything I don't want it to.
Oh, hi, Mark.
God.
I don't know why I went to the room. I don't know, my brain was like, hey, you know what would be great? If you were in the room.
Yeah, all right. Also, I love reading Risu typing a Boston accent because I can hear it in my head. Is the best
So can
part.
I just don't know how
Are you
to
gonna
say
park the car in Harvard
You
Yard?
it. You have to do this character. then. I'll try it. You're gonna park the car in Harvard Yard? Like, it just doesn't sound right. I don't know what I'm missing, but I can't do it.
Like, I'm trying to. So there was a particular. So, one fun thing about me having 4 siblings, and the fact that we are all ADHD, is that some of the conversations and interactions we get, a little more nasal and talk a little faster, and you get it closer. Yeah.
See, I don't know how to be nasally.
I was gonna try and explain it, but I don't know how to explain it in a way you could actually do it.
Yeah, like
Because I'm like, you just push your voice up into like the roof of your mouth. That doesn't help at all.
yeah. I gotta work on voice training things so I can do stuff like that.
That's fair. But so at one point, I don't know why this was a thing. But for some reason, my brother and I got locked into a back and forth of like really exaggerated Boston accents. And we were just saying shit. And I don't know why I remember this over a decade later. But he at one point is like, because we were going back and forth, like, you from Boston? You from Boston?
You from
And
Boston?
he goes, well, my aunt Patty's from Boston, and she ain't never heard of you. Like,
It's pretty good.
sorry, I should have done the Hoyd. Hoyd is more
Hoyd.
where it is. She ain't never heard of you.
I'm like making a face now. I'm like trying to push my voice like up higher, like more nasally.
It
I don't
helps
know.
if you close your throat a little bit.
See, I don't know how to do that either. I'm
Oh,
just like nasal.
that's fair.
What if you? Is this
Boston.
nasally? Is this nasally?
Boston and
I'm just-
Minnesota is closer than I thought. Yeah,
Just making a face. I'm hurting my cheeks. Is this nasally?
a little
I
bit.
don't know.
It's a little
it a
bit more
little bit?
nasally.
You
Does
can
anyone
park
else
the
have
car
that?
in the Harvard Yard?
Yes, lustrous rose. That is a very common thing with ADHD, especially.
Yep.
That is a chameleon behavior.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
I do
why,
that too, which is why I'm astounded that there are people who will live in a place for like a decade and not lose the accent they had. Meanwhile, I have to be careful when talking to people who have accents because I will. It's gotten
That
so
was
much
it, really?
better, but I used to get stuck in it, like as the conversation would go, which was a problem when I was trying to role play, and this is actually part of how I was able to make that better, because I would be role playing and LARPing with other people who were playing characters who had their own accents, and I had to try really hard not to lose mine while interacting with those characters. So every now and again, I'd have a character where it was like, this character's not Russian. I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, I actually would have a lot of fun playing a changeling in D&D for that reason. Like, it's also why I like playing characters like Kenku and stuff. You could probably get it a little
Sticking
higher
tongue in
with...
the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, so SJ, that's a better...
Okay.
That's a better
Okay.
way to kind of
I
describe it.
kind of got
is-
an idea of it now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think.
you want to go more nasal.
More nasally?
Nasal.
More nasally? Is this a
Nye-
little more nasally?
Yes, that's definitely much more nasally.
You gonna park the car?
Yeah! There you go!
Took a weird turn somewhere.
You had it, though. You had it.
I know, but I just don't know what to do with that because now I'm like, my face feels weird right now, and I don't know if this is
Yes.
the correct accent or not. But
I mean, it was for a minute. It was
Yeah.
when you said the pack
Oh.
the car.
you gonna park the car?
Pack the car.
Oh. I'm doing something with my face, like it's not a smile, but my cheeks are raised, and I keep trying to talk that nasally way without it, but it's not working, and it's like I can't do this accent while making that face.
That's fair. I also forgot who we were talking to and completely ignored all of his dialogue on accident. So we're going to go
Whatever.
back through the message log because that's a thing I can do.
Which
Thank
one of
you.
us does K's?
I don't remember, but I'm going to since you're going to do Chowder.
Oh no. Okay. I guess I do have it better.
You do. You do. I will lose the accent for sure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful to you for rescuing my employer. This couldn't possibly be enough. You've done so much for us, but please, take this. I would like to sincerely thank you once again for all your help and for coming to our aid, Cosmo and Ochi. My employer doesn't always consider the risk to himself. His first priority is making enough money to pay his employees. To pay his employees? Okay, K's. He's always putting us first. I honestly don't know what the company would do without him. I don't believe you, K's.
All right. Oh man, for a humble real estate agent, I sure did cause you quite the hassle, didn't I? Name's Chowder, by the way. Don't suppose you heard of Tulbo Real Estate? You haven't, huh? Guess I need to work on my marketing. Oh, it feels weird. It feels so weird. I don't think I'm hitting it, and it feels weird.
That's fair. Luckily, I don't think that there's actually any other conversations that you have with Chowder at any point.
Oh, that's good. I tried leaning into the Family Guy thing that SJ said. I'm just
Yeah.
It wasn't happening.
Yeah. Might just be a good jacket. But also, yeah, playing a Kenku is such a delightful thing. I love playing mimics, like characters who are mimics in some way.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh man, on the topic of an accent that I don't feel bad doing, but I don't think is good. You're making some real good progress, Kieran, folks.
That's
you
not
know what that
Dingo.
means?
CJ, that's not
Oh,
Dingo.
it's Bernard.
Bernard. Yeah.
I got confused by the sunglasses. Oh, you're making some real good progress, Kieran, folks. You know what that means? Reward time.
Bernard's speech is so goofy.
It's so great. I like your pace. Keep it up.
I can do a transatlantic accent to an extent, mostly because of Hasbin Hotel. I am spoiler free. YouTube is a minefield. I'm waiting till my boyfriend visits. Till then we cuddle and watch the episodes. Aww.
Aw.
I love that. And yeah, we tend to try and be pretty spoiler free about things here. So
Yeah.
definitely a thing.
Always try and label your spoilers, and you only get kind of a pass if it's after a certain amount of time.
Pretty much. Someone
And even
spoiled.
then, it's kind of like,
Oh, that hurts my soul. Someone spoiled
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop for you? Oh.
see, that's the thing is like, there's definitely a thing of like,
It's
At
one
a
of those
certain
things where
point-
I try to ask. Like,
that's the thing. Like, I'm of the mind that like, yeah, I get it. People want to talk about things, and it's like, but you could just ask first.
yeah, you could just ask.
You know?
Yeah. And that's why I like that we can have like a lot of these discussions in Gilded too, because then you can just make it so people can just opt into whether or not they want the spoiler,
Yeah.
which is great.
The forums are quite helpful.
Oh my god, Risu. Yes, that is Yes, that is indeed a race car thing. Spoilers. Yes.
Did you know race car backwards is snake?
That's not at all true.
It's a Pokemon fun fact.
No. I know what you're saying. And don't get me wrong. I have voiced my feelings on that name.
Wait, now I'm confused.
Ekans backwards is snake?
Oh yeah, but there's a bunch of them
Oh, I
that
know.
I do that for.
Yeah.
There's a lot of variations of that joke.
Arbok is that way too.
Yeah, Arbok backwards is cum. And Muck backwards is cobra. And Slugma backwards is Slugma nuts.
Some days, CJ. Some days I wish I had an airlock. Your current's fine. I was watching that. Him, it's over 20 years old. I didn't get to watch. I didn't know the ending, and it was a thing of it's about the getting there. For me, I don't care. Like I have to not know, or I can put. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
especially for that particular show, like
Yeah. Like
for
that's one of those
my
ones.
best my
Ah.
best explanation for that type of the show is because of Supernatural, which is monster of the week with overarching plot. For those shows where it's like there's an overarching plot, there's like a thing, but a lot of the times you have episodes that just stand on their own very nicely.
Yeah. Risu. I love you so much. Also, I actually am gonna go take a quick bio break, so I'm gonna run another ad so that we have a good chunk of time without it. And CJ, if you'd like, you can stay and talk to chat. Yay?
Yeah, I
Nay?
could say ooh a couple of times.
Oh my god. I have instant regrets, but we'll just.
Actually, I have to pee.
Okay, so we'll do a quick break, which makes sense because it is actually 5:30. So we'll do a quick break, and then we'll come back and we will we'll focus face on actually playing the game.
Did
It's a package deal.
How can I describe my maelstrom mind when I have all these masks I hide behind? You want to hear me, know me, love me, protect me, dissect me, consume me. But how can you see me if I can't even be me? You act like I'm unique, one of a kind, like you're lucky to sneak a peek inside of my mind. Why have I never met someone like you? Because all of the work you do is so you can be you, with none left for me to be free to be we. I'm just gonna go hide now.
That's a shiny ponyta. Am I about to have a shiny ponyta?
Bring their own experiences to the table in a way that addresses. I don't care about anything I was just saying. Can we look at the moon cats? You're just in time for us to be finishing up to raid over to the art show and for me to be incredibly gay at this bird. I said gender is a soup, to be honest. Look at that. Oh my god, this baby. Look at that. Look at that. That face. This is precious. I'm not gonna be able to get over this game. This is just gonna, like, the whole stream is just gonna be me doing this. We see a little bit why y'all think I'm charming. It's fucking go time! Oh. It's go time after I read the dialogue because I appreciate accessibility.
I can't believe I actually hit that. Well, that's not gonna happen again. I'll eat some damage for you to take the hits from those bombs. Ooh, oh no.
I'm not on my way to being an artist. I am an artist.
I've never Sorry, I'm giggling because my cat is on the other side of my monitors right now and he is sticking his face through the opening between them. Me with a team of Pokemon that I love. Which was super hard to pick because Ranger Cosmo loves all the Pokemon. I am the best me because I'm the only me. Well, technically there's several of me, but it's a package deal.
How can I describe my maelstrom mind when I have all these masks I hide behind? You want to hear me, know me, love me, protect me, dissect me, consume me. But how can you see me if I can't even be me? You act like I'm unique, one of a kind, like you're lucky to sneak a peek inside of my mind. Why have I never met someone like you? Because all of the work you do is so you can be you, with none left for me to be free to be we. I'm just gonna go hide now.
That's a shiny Ponyta! Am I about to have a shiny Ponyta?
Bring their own experiences to the table in a way that addresses. I don't care about anything I was just saying. Can we look at the moon cats? You're just in time for us to be finishing up to raid over to the art show and for me to be incredibly gay at this bird. I said gender is a soup, to be honest. Look at that. Oh my god, this baby. Look at that. Look at that. That face. This is precious. I'm not gonna be able to get over this game. This is just like the whole stream is just gonna be me doing this. We see a little bit why y'all think I'm charming. It's fucking go time! Oh. It's go time after I read the dialogue because I appreciate accessibility.
I can't believe I actually hit that! Well, that's not gonna happen again. I'll eat some damage for you to take the hits from those bombs. Ooh, oh no.
I'm not on my way to being an artist. I am an artist.
I've never Sorry, I'm giggling because my cat is on the other side of my monitors right now and he is sticking his face through the opening between them. Me with a team of Pokemon that I love. Which was super hard to pick because Ranger Cosmo loves all the Pokemon. I am the best me because I'm the only me. Well, technically there's several of me, but it's a package deal.
How can I describe my maelstrom mind when I have all these masks I hide behind? You want to hear me, know me, love me, protect me, dissect me, consume me. But how can you see me if I can't even be me? You act like I'm unique, one of a kind, like you're lucky to sneak a peek inside of my mind. Why have I never met someone like you? Because all of the work you do is so you can be you, with none left for me to be free to be we. I'm just gonna go hide now.
That's a shiny Ponyta! Am I about to have a shiny Ponyta?
bring their own experiences to the table in a way that addresses. I don't care about anything I was just saying. Can we look at the moon cats? You are just in time for us to be finishing up to raid over to the art show and for me to be incredibly gay at this bird. I said gender is a soup, to be honest. Look at that. Oh my god, this baby. Look at that. Look at that. That face. This is precious. I'm not gonna be able to get over this game. This is just gonna, like, the whole stream is just gonna be me doing this. We see a little bit why y'all think I'm charming. It's fucking go time! Oh. It's go time after I read the dialogue because I appreciate accessibility.
I can't believe I actually hit that! Well, that's not gonna happen again. I'll eat some damage for you to take the hits from those bombs. Ooh, oh no.
I'm not on my way to being an artist. I am an artist.
I've never Sorry, I'm giggling because my cat is on the other side of my monitors right now and he is sticking his face through the opening between them. Me with